All right guys, today we're gonna be making fried calamari. It's super simple. Let's get into it. The first step is to remove these long stringy tentacles. You're not gonna want those in the final product. They're tough and stringy. Removing them is really simple. You just grab them from each end and give them a firm tug. And that's all. All right, so we're gonna get our trusty cast iron pot. Throw that thing on the stove. I'm gonna get yourself vegetable oil, canola oil, whatever you wanna use. You can use shortening, it doesn't really matter. Just gotta be high smoke point. Now let's dump it in there. You're only gonna wanna fill it up about a quarter to halfway because you're not gonna want it to overflow, bubble over, and you're gonna start a fire. Your whole house will be gone by the end of the day. So that's no good. We're gonna get it up to 350 degrees, then we'll be ready to toss in our calamari. All right, so next we're gonna make our breading. I'm doing a mixture of regular breadcrumbs. Then we're gonna throw in a little bit of panko as well, just to get that extra crunch. Once you poured that in, you're ready to add your spices. We're gonna put a little bit of thyme, just a touch of oregano, a few shakes of red chili flake, a little bit of salt, and fresh cracked pepper. Once you've added that all in, you're ready to mix it all up, and there's your breading. Next, we're gonna cut these into rings. The trick to cutting these, you wanna get them in about 1/4 inch segments. You can go larger or smaller, but that's perfect for me. This is about the size you want. Once you've sliced those up, it's time to start breading. We're doing a 3-part breading process here. We're starting with all-purpose flour, moving to eggs, and then finally our breading mix from earlier. All right, so we start off with our flour. Make sure to spread those out so they don't stick together. Don't be afraid to get your hands dirty in this step. Once that's done, you can shake off the excess flour, then throw it in your eggs. And then finally, you're gonna move it into your breading. All right, now that we've breaded our calamari, we're ready to drop it into the oil. Like I said earlier, this is between 350 and 375. So it's been about 3 minutes and they're a nice golden brown, so they're ready to pull. We're gonna throw them onto a plate with a paper towel just to absorb any of the extra grease. And then we're gonna make a quick tartar sauce. All right, so to start our tartar sauce, we're gonna do a few heaping tablespoons of mayo. We're also gonna throw in some capers. Not necessarily traditional, but I like to use them for anything. They give a little bit of bite, a little bit of acidity, and the pairs really nice with the creamy mayo. We're gonna add just a tad bit of dill. We're also gonna take some fresh Italian flat leaf parsley. Make sure to get that nice and fine. We're gonna toss that in. Obviously, we're gonna add in our capers. You don't have to do anything too small, just a nice rough chop through them. That's it. Take your capers, toss them in your mix. Make sure no soldier gets left behind there. We're also gonna add 1 lemon here. Cut that thing in half. I like to cut my hand just so that you don't get any extra seeds in. All right, next we're gonna add a few cornichons. You can use full dill pickles if you want, but I like these better because they're sweet and you don't have to use a whole pickle. So let's get these things chopped up. Once that's all chopped up, you're ready to add it into your sauce. You're gonna finish it off with just a touch of fresh cracked black pepper and just a sprinkle of coarse kosher salt. So let's mix it all up and you'll see it start to combine into a nice, silky, creamy tartar sauce. This is such a simple sauce to make, guys. I highly recommend you do it. Now we're gonna refrigerate this for about 15-20 minutes or as long as it takes you to make your calamari. All right, guys, this is the final product. We got our tartar sauce, a garnish with some lemon and parsley. It's time to try it. Give it a little dunk. I'm speechless. This is the best calamari I've ever made and pretty close to the best I've ever had. So crunchy.